let's go into the story. Good evening, everyone. I'm moving out from the table here and stepping up into the DM square. I'm Martin. I've been part of 2 previous specials. Joining me here, I have 3 regular members of the team that you know. We've got Jen, we've got Callan, and we've got Rachael.
Yeah.
Say hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
I thought we were going to synchronise like we're in school. Hello, Mr. Flynn.
Hello,
Dungeon Daddy.
Oh, it begins.
I'm going to ignore that. Today we're bringing you together to present our next Christmas special, seeing as though we've had a very successful year and a bit of regular. We're going to try and take your regular show.
Oh, yeah. Regular sounds weird.
Or just, if you
We're
want
taking away from your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.
And we're going to be throwing you into the deep winter. I'm going to present to you a stylized Christmas campaign based around a little bit of gothic horror. I believe the first thing that we need to do to introduce here is introduce all of our characters, the people who you'll be following along and either liking or disliking as we continue this.
hopefully liking.
Hopefully.
We'll see. For this, I've given the players a few bits and pieces to work with. They're going to be playing a bit of an inquisitorial squad, working for a city-state. They work for an organization called the Order of the Black Fist. They've all been working together for over a year, and they are accustomed to losing party members. They know it's part of their line of work, and they work with this day to day. So, to introduce characters, we're going to go over to Callan here.
Alrighty then. Hello everybody. It's always nice to be sitting outside of the DM's chair, and now I get to mess up other people's plans. Today, or for these next couple of episodes, I'm going to be playing Wyatt Sinclair. Or maybe Wyatt Sinclair. I haven't really gone with the voice yet. We'll see how it goes. He is a dwarf artificer armorer. He is covered in scale mail with an undercloth of red and a little bit of green on his goggles to keep that Christmas spirit alive. He's typically found with a bunch of tools hanging at his belt and also a lantern, which is a very special lantern for him that typically hangs at his belt when he's not using it. He otherwise has a dirty blonde beard, typically seen with a cigar hanging out of one lip. And apart from that, he has a nice red fluffy hat, which we've organically seem to have ended up with in this squad.
Excellent. Welcome aboard, Wyatt. Next, I think we'll go with Rachael.
Okay. I have chosen a war cleric as something a little bit off-kilter to the normal cleric, which is all about the niceties. This is about the meanities. Yeah. And going with the slightly off-kilter, I've gone with a half-orc called Hyugh. Yep. Hyugh, Maine. Because, he's in denial.
Poor Hyugh.
Poor Hyugh. In chainmail, full chainmail. Fairly frontliner. Warhammer. We'll see where we go from there.
Welcome aboard, Hyugh. Lastly, we've got Jen.
Yeah, I have gone my very first human ever in the 8 years that I've been playing. Named Carol Witwitaker. She is a hardened battle medic, but she's actually a warlock of the Celestial Pact of a patron. This is my first warlock too, so don't mind me. She also has a fascination with rods of every kind. You'll find out what those are.
Oh my god, it starts already.
These have also been carved. And she wears scale mail as well. That is of the purest white to resemble her patron Bahamut. And she also wears a fluffy red hat with a little bauble at the end. Yeah.
Excellent. Welcome aboard, Carol. So here we have Wyatt, Hyugh, and Carol. To set the scene, it is a overcast day. It is snowing very heavily, while these three have drawn the short straw and have been sent out on patrol of the southern villages on this, the day of the winter solstice. If they stuck their head out of their capped carriage that they're currently travelling in, there is snow and mud for just miles around. There is a few trees in the distance, but for the most part, it is just snow as far as the eye can see. Outside of the wagon, the wind howls, owls screech, foxes yip, and in the distance, a man approaches.
It's really good that we left the cold, frozen depths of Icewind Dale to come to the cold, frozen depths of where we are now.
I feel right at home.
Exactly. There's a man approaching the carriage, like we're on the road.
Yes, you can very much see the outline of a man covered in a very thick cloak.
Are we being driven like someone's...
Yes, you have a driver on the front of your wagon.
Fancy.
Stephen, stop! There's a man on the road.
Yes, missus. And he slowly settles the horses down.
What do you see, Carol?
With my low perception, I see a man over there. Humanoid. I assume a male.
Can I poke my head out and with my better perception see who this humanoid is?
Yes. As you all, I'm assuming you would all have a quick look through the front or out the sides, and you can very much see that this is a lone figure walking along the road. He, in fact, seems to be running up towards you, waving his arms, trying to get your attention. As he approaches, you get a clear view that this is a male, mid-20s human. He's got a long beard, running hair, and you can't really tell much more as it's all covered in a cloak that is very heavily laden with snow.
Looks like we have to greet the stranger then.
In a violent way or in a friendly way?
Let's see how they react to us, I think.
Yes.
I will jump out of the carriage and also flail my hands, just the same as him.
The villager who's been running down this deserted street has been waving his hands, sees you, and notices the crest on your armor, and just seems to put his hands down and tries to walk past you and be like, "Good day." You can see that he's trying to hold his breath as he's walked past, and you can see very easily the nervousness in his eyes.
I'll put my hand on his chest, like to stop him quite forcefully. Like, no, you were flailing. Keep at it. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, Nuts.
Wyatt will step down from the carriage. He's got a cigar coming out the corner of his mouth to give a bit of support to Carol. Like, hold on there, partner. Carol, my lovely associate asked you a question. Speak plainly.
Yes. I guess I've no choice. We need your help at Graashold. Please. We need you. Our children, they're disappearing. This morning we woke up and a lot of the children, they just weren't there. I've been running for most of the day trying to find someone, and you're the first souls I've found across here. Please, I beg you, find it within your hearts. He looks questioningly at you all. To please come to our aid. We need to find these children.
Can I roll an insight check on this man?
Certainly.
I'll look back, while you're doing that, I'll look back to the carriage. I think there's
Yeah.
Hugh still there, and I'll just
Hyugh
sort
would
of...
still be inside. I'll poke my head out, and be like, "Would you care to touch this rock?"
So while that happens, I'll listen, you'd best touch the rock. You won't be getting out of here.
First, I'm going to come back to the inside check.
This was as that was going on.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20, so 21 on insight.
You know exactly what's happening here, and you love it, because this man, he's forced to come to you for help. You can feel that this man doesn't want to talk to you, but has to. And everything that he has said so far is true.
My hand will grip his chest, like the shirt on his chest tight. And I'll pull him right up close to me. I'm like, I can't wait to help out your town.
It's good to hear, miss. You'll need to go to the temple and see Father Mirza. He knows the most. I can lead you there if you want, or I can find more people.
No, you'll come with us. Get in the
please,
carriage.
No. Okay. Why am I being asked to touch a rock?
Just for fun.
Do I have to? Please, I've been running all day.
It's just a rock.
If I just have to, for my
A dodecahedron.
Well, not next to the carriage. We'll need that. Go touch it about 20 feet over there. Just in case.
I don't want to do this.
Do you want us to help you or not?
Can I just scoop him up and walk 20 foot away?
Yes.
Be like,
Oh! Please, my daughter is missing. Let's just touch this rock and go, please. So you walk 20 feet away whilst holding this villager. I'm not going to get you to roll a strength check because you just easily do this.
Okay.
You deposit him down. You hold out your hand with this rock in it.
Yes.
It's all
It is
good.
a 12-sided rock.
He reaches out and touches the rock.
Okay.
What is this rock?
This rock is a dodecahedron of doom. Could you please roll me a d12, unless you want me to roll it? But please.
I think it's a bit more fun if you roll this.
Okay. And depending on the roll, depends on what happens. Some are good, some are not so good.
Very ambiguous.
Very. That is a flat 10.
A 10.
A 10. That's not so bad.
No. Okay. Essentially what the rest of you see is the villager apprehensively reaching out his hand, and he touches with the gentlest of touch. And for 20 feet in all directions, there is just black. It is darkness. You see, it is everything inside of it, snow person, you can't see anything. It is just darkness. From the darkness, you hear an immediate of panic.
Very good, let us go.
That's his accent.
Yes. I'll pick this guy up and just walk in a direction until we exit this darkness.
Okay, you pretty quickly exit the darkness.
Well, could have been worse, I suppose.
Why did you make me do this? You know what? Don't answer that. Can we please go?
Sebastian!
Well, it's just to prove that you're not a heretic.
Am I not a heretic?
Not yet.
That's good.
Tests of divine faith. Sometimes take these kinds of tests of chance. Looks like you passed.
I'm glad.
May I ask you, partner, how far are we from Graashold?
I've been running for most of the day, but if we go in your carriage, we'll probably reach there by nightfall.
All right, then. We best get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll head back into the carriage. Do we have a split... I mean, given that this isn't a carriage for the Inquisition, I'm sort of picturing it having a paddy wagon situation.
Yes.
We can throw him in the paddy part of the wagon, right?
You 100% can.
Nice.
Can we?
I guess.
Chuck him in.
Whip. I'll
And we'll...
just pick him up under the armpits and just, nope, there you go.
Do you lock the cage?
Oh,
in the
yes.
paddy wagon?
Oh, yes.
This poor guy.
He is terrified.
Good.
He has gone whiter than when you first saw him, as all of the blood drains from his face.
White like Bahamut. Praise be Bahamut!
And you see this guy just pass out at that.
We've got a little, door. We can, flick open. It's like, he's sleeping. It's all good. Just slip it across.
We should probably make sure he doesn't fall out, because in that state he might blend in with the snow.
I locked it pretty good.
Yeah, you put the no-named villager in the back of the paddy wagon. He has passed out, and your carriage begins by Sebastian or Stephen whipping the horses into a gallop.
I really hope our driver knows the way.
Look, Stephen is very reliable, and he'll be fine, I suppose. You know, like all those taxi cab drivers in Waterdeep, they just have to know every street before they even are allowed to become drivers.
I suppose.
Yes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose we should gear up a bit. And Wyatt will reach down under the seat below him. He's got this case, this big long case, which he pulls out from underneath. It's like, looks like we've got a bit of an Inquisition to conduct. So I think it's only fair that we take some of the items that I've created here. And he'll open up the case, and inside is a few items that we've used before. There is a special warhammer,
Yes.
which he will present to Hyugh.
Very shiny.
That is one of my infusions called is a Weapon of Radiance, which will
Excellent.
give you a bunch of bonuses. There's a scale mail that's very well tailored for Carol,
Yay.
which gives a bit of a buff to her defense. And there is the lantern that, so normally while he's out and about in Inquisition, he'll have it on his side, but when he puts it away when we're just in our normal ones, and he'll take it out for himself, and he'll click the case shut, put it back under the seat.
What do you suppose is kidnapping these children?
I don't know. We probably should have asked more questions.
Nah,
Do you think we could wake him?
Maybe a nice shock to his temple might help.
I don't think I've got shock.
No, don't worry, I'm gonna do that. Can I poke him with my mace?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got a dagger.
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
You can open the vision slot, stick your arm through, and just.
Yeah, just give him a little poke.
Yeah.
I like to think we have a stick for it, just from the side.
The waking stick.
Waking stick. God.
I'll use the waking stick.
Use the waking. Okay.
Yeah.
Using the waking stick. Yeah. He wakes up and is very startled. Falls off the bench that he did pass out on. And she's like, I've got to find people. Need to help the village. Why am I in this cage?
Well, we're helping you. Probably.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, well, we need to know a bit more information. Did you see what's been kidnapping your children?
No. No one's seen it. All we've seen are shadows.
Where do you suppose we should start, then? We can't just go to town and be like, where are the lost children? It
Isn't
seems
that
like a
what you
waste of
do?
time. Well, who are we supposed to ask, then?
Father Moser.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Ah, yes. That guy
Where-
that we're going to see.
Where is he?
He's in the temple. I swear I told you this.
He'll,
Archibald has the name.
Look, I don't remember things.
Oh, can I please be let out and find more people?
No.
I'm sure you'll be able to do
Nope,
this.
you might find some heathens to help you, and we can't risk that.
I promise I won't.
we can't have the town tainted any further than it already is. You're stuck with us, partner.
Oh, goody.
What other information might you know about any happenings? Have there been tracks or anything that anyone's taken note of?
Actually, yes. Yes, there has. And he rubs his head where you poked him with the stick. It's like, yes, it all started about 10 days ago, just after the new moon. Some of the villagers, they saw these figures walking around the forest, around the village. No one could really tell what they were, but we could all see them. And when some of us went to investigate, all we found were tracks leading further into the forest.
Did all the children go at once?
Yes, they all left. They're all gone this morning. We woke up. We put them to bed. Oh, my poor daughter.
Ah, so you saw the figures 10 days ago, but the children only left last night?
The figures have been seen over the last 10 days.
But they only just now enacted on stealing your children.
We suspect this is why we need help.
Maybe he stole his own child.
That's always possible.
Why would I do that? My
'Cause-
poor Caroline.
That's my name.
You'd best not be stealing names, son.
I'm sorry.
Take that name out of your mouth.
Are you going
my
through a
daughter.
divorce? Are you having custody issues?
I don't know how to answer this.
You best answer plainly.
I'm trying.
You want the rock again?
No.
Don't give her the rock.
Don't give him the stick.
What's your name?
My name's Jonas, mistress.
Jonas.
A very simple name.
Simple folk out this way, I reckon.
Are they worth saving?
Everyone's worth the Inquisition. You know that, Carol.
It's true. What do you think, Hyugh?
They are children. They have a lot of potential.
Mine's to be molded.
Indeed. The next Inquisitors could come from this town.
Yes. We just have to find the children. We don't have to return the children. Perhaps the Black Hand needs more soldiers?
Wyatt will just reach behind him and close little thing between us. Let's get a bit of privacy.
I keep forgetting Jonas exists.
That's alright.
It happens to the best of us.
Hyugh, you hear from the other side. I've made a terrible mistake. I'm sorry.
My sweet Caroline.
Good times never felt so good. Well, we got a bit of time on the road, I guess. Is there anything else we should ask this fella? Jonas.
I'm sick of talking to him.
Yeah, I am as well.
Alfred, do you know the way?
The man of many names.
Yes, mistress.
Sir?
Sir, sorry. Go horse!
Don't get it wrong again. Yeah, I guess... Do we have anything else? We don't really have anything else from this guide.
So, with that, your wagon trundles down the muddy, snowy road for a few hours. The sun begins to set. The mountains in the distance have their shadows cast over this snowy wasteland. As you arrive through the forest, down the path, you come across a wrought iron gate. There's stone on either side of it, and a wooden plaque atop it depicting the town's name, Graashold. As you travel through the town, it is silent. It's empty. You can't detect any life or happiness here. It is desolate. The wagon stops just inside, as the streets are not wide enough for it to travel.
Ladies first.
Alright. Step out into the crunchy snow below.
Wyatt will follow Carol out.
Yeah. You're more lady than me. And then I'll also step out.
Looks like you'll have to leave the carriage here. Wilson,
Yes, sir.
you able to look after our guest?
You don't want to take him with you?
Do we want to take Jonas with us? I'm gonna look to both of you.
He is the local. It's probably a good idea.
Perhaps you're right. And I'll go to the back of the paddy wagon and I'll unlock it. And
You find Jonas in the back, shivering inside of his cloak.
Jonas,
Yes, sir.
get out.
Oh.
Where are we?
We're in Graashold.
Oh, thank the Lord. I mean, oh no.
Thank who?
Thank Flan.
Indeed. So he'll wait for Jonas to come down and direct him ahead, because he'll stand sort of towards the back.
Yeah.
Where are we? I think you've provided us with a map of this town, right?
I have. So,
I'm assuming we came in from the bottom.
That's right. Yeah, the south.
South.
Yes.
yes, you have entered that southern gate.
Okay. Take a look around, and there's nothing there, but
So Jonas steps out and he beckons you to follow him. As you look across the town, you see that this is a small hamlet village deep inside of the this forest. You see many houses, but also many trees surrounding you. There are gravel paths that are covered with snow and mud, but you can see that there is an extra layer of snow on these. You can see that they have not been travelled in at least a day.
Twice fallen snow. Never a good sign.
they say it's a bad sign, yes.
The cathedral, or citadel, wherever this father is, where is it?
Oh, the temple, it's just around the corner here.
Right or the left corner?
The right corner?
Be more specific next time, young man.
I'm sorry, I'll try.
Lead the way.
Shove him forward.
Oh.
He just goes, he doesn't say anything more. While we're doing this, can I get you all to please roll me a perception?
Oh, my first roll.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's terrible.
Perception?
And you say these dice roll too high.
Skills.
When you're DM, they do roll too high.
We'll see how it goes on this one. Wyatt rolled a 7.
A 7? You see an empty town. You don't even see any wildlife around.
Wyatt's just drawing on a cigar, and the smoke sort of in his eyes a bit.
You're keenly following Jonas.
Yep.
17.
Following on for that before you, hang on. Session. Because I got a 26.
She got eyes for
We'll
days.
come up to 26 soon.
Okay.
Okay.
So, on a 17, you hear that the regular sounds of a village aren't there. No chatting, no sound of wood being chopped. The sounds of people living their lives is completely absent. What you do notice is between one of the houses, you see a shadow.
Shadow.
You look away and you look back and it's gone.
File it away until you tell Rachael what's going on.
I see this as well.
So for you actually see a different shadow
Oh.
between a different set of houses, and you try and focus on it, but it seems to melt away before you can really tell what's happening. You scan the houses again, but what you see is in one of the windows on the second floor. You swear, a pair of red eyes are looking back at you. You blink and they're gone.
Is there any general outline to these figures? Or anything that may determine... I don't know. Are they basic humanoid, or are they have any identifying features?
It's a good question.
For both of your scores, yes. From what you see between the houses is a head, a torso, and at least an arm.
Humanoid?
The figure of a person, yeah.
Do you let Wyatt know what you guys have seen, or...?
I'll nudge you in the...
Yeah.
What?
I'll nudge you on the shoulder.
What's going on?
Over there, there was a shadow which melted.
I don't see anything.
There was another shadow over there that melted away too.
It's spooky eyes.
Oh, I didn't
see.
see any eyes.
I haven't seen nothing. And Wyatt will, when you mention that, he'll take out the lantern that's at his hip now and light it. So he's a bit suspicious now. He wasn't able to see any of that. So this lantern is a lantern of revealing. It has a range of 30 foot bright and 30 foot dim. Any invisible creature within that range becomes visible. Otherwise it functions like a normal hooded lantern.
You all follow Jonas as he leads you around the corner, and immediately the trees to your right thin out, and there is a wrought iron fence with a large church just inside of it.
How do we miss that?
I was looking elsewhere.
There were spookies.
Hyugh, with your perception check, what you also notice is a thin line of white crystals around the outside of the fence.
Like icicles? Or
like a powder.
Okay. I squat down and poke it.
What do you see, Hyugh?
There's some crystals.
Oh.
Ish. Not snow. Not ice. Suspicious.
May I take a look as well?
Definitely. Once it's been pointed out, you can all see it.
Can I do an investigation check maybe and try and figure out what it is?
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Hyugh. I would not have seen it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Investigation.
Ooh.
Nice.
You're saying that you don't usually roll high.
27 with a natural 20.
So you look at this, you give it a smell, no distinct odor, and you're just like, huh, I think I know what this is. Give it a little lick, tastes like the ocean. It's salt.
I was going to guess that it was salt. Yeah, he definitely takes a pinch between his fingers and he's like smells it, as you said, and tastes it. Salt!
Don't put everything that you see in your mouth.
Sometimes it's the only way to actually know what it is.
No, that's what we have Jonas for now.
He wouldn't taste it anyway. He wouldn't know. He just, like, throws it down.
You look up for Jonas, and he is just gone. He's already entering the church.
Jonas, come back!
We best hustle.
We're hustling.
If we have a salt line, I can take a couple guesses as to why. Anyway, let's get in there. I have a couple guesses.
So you walk around the perimeter of the fence, and you enter through the gate, which isn't closed, isn't sealed. It is just open, but you can definitely see the salt line now that it's been pointed out to you.
You would actually, like, sort of keep the snow from melting as well, so once you notice it, it'd be like a real definite line.
And you walk up the short path and enter the church.
Both doors open, just forcefully. It's me!
That was really my eye out there.
So, as Carol walks up, very matter-of-factly, and just puts both hands on the hinges and slams the doors open, what you see inside is not the typical church setup. All the pews have been removed, and what you see is cots. Lots and lots of cots around the sides. You see tables down the center. You see a cooking corner on the left, behind the tabernacle.
Yeah.
And you have approximately 25 people looking back at you.
I hear your children are missing.
Never fear. The Inquisition's here.
And you see all of them but one put their heads down and cover their faces.
Who's the one that doesn't?
This
Straight for the important one.
this person actually strides up to you, and behind him you can see Jonas. He is a man wearing deep crimson robes and a stole.
sir.
I see Jonas was successful in finding someone on the road.
He sure was. You are the father?
I am Father Moser. Yes, and this is my flock. Welcome to our town of Graashold.
I see that something's been pilfering part of your flock, your little children.
Yes, it is quite disturbing. We do need them back. They are our beautiful lambs.
Need or want?
This is definitely a need. Without them, we do not our flock cannot flourish. We cannot provide for the state of Flan. We cannot provide faith for our Lord. This town's Lord.
Indeed, the children are the future.
Yes, they are. Listen, we're wondering if we could take a few, if we find them.
You would... Well, my flock?
No, it's fine, don't worry. We'll help you get back, but we need some information.
Certainly. I will provide you everything you need. That I can.
Yes, well, my companions are better at asking these questions. I hate talking to people, despite my charisma.
Why are there so many injured in this no longer temple?
It is a temple.
Injured?
They're injured.
Didn't you say that there were people on cots?
Yeah, like sleeping.
Okay.
So this is the whole town, then?
This is everyone who has not
vanished
this morning.
Was it only kids that vanished?
It was.
So these are all the adults in town.
Adults, and as you can see, they didn't get all of the children. As you see 6 children playing in the background.
How many children were taken?
15.
That's a lot of children.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You have
Yes.
a busy town. Not much to do.
We are isolated.
Not much to do.
Sorry.
We are well known for our quintuplets.
What?
Oh god.
We might take one of your women with us.
That's just creepy.
Why do you have so many quintuplets?
Blessings from the Lord.
Has anyone asked any of the children if they've seen anything? If the other children's gone missing, maybe they know.
Oh, the children are just frightened. They don't know anything.
They might.
You can feel free to ask any of them. Would you like me to call one over?
Yes, the smartest one.
Indeed, the smartest one.
He turns around. Hasta! Hasta, come over here now! And a young boy in lederhosen and a nice woolen coat
Fuck yeah.
walks over. Hello, Pfizer. How are you? Hasna, these agents would like to ask you some questions. Please, be brave. This is for our flock.
If you ask him a question, do not kneel down to his eye level.
I mean, I was going to.
No, just lift him up instead. Child.
I have questions if you don't.
I was gonna ask the father, be like, has anyone asked the mothers if quintuplets are a blessing? It sounds rather painful.
They've never complained. They've always said all of their children have been a great blessing to the town.
How much milk of the poppy were they on?
Milk of the poppy? We don't do that in this town, thank you very much.
I already hate this town.
Just raw dogging it.
Wyatt will
Lean into this child.
yeah, he's actually gonna kneel on one knee. I mean, he's only a dwarf, he's not particularly tall anyway, so he doesn't really need to get down too low. Son?
Yes?
Now, some of the other kids in town have gone missing. But none of the adults really seem to know what's going on. Have you heard anything suspicious? Have you seen anything suspicious? And maybe you're not telling anyone? Maybe you're too scared to tell adults normally?
So, I have only seen the figures. They're in the forest. They came into the town in the last few weeks. Please. Tegan, she's missing. My sister. I'll tell you anything, but please find her.
Your sister and the ones that were taken, did they have anything remarkable in common? Like they all had maybe auburn hair?
Well, they're all quintuplets.
Was it only the quadruplets that were taken?
No, my sister and I are twins.
The odd ones out in the town then. But everyone else, what other children were taken? Do you know if they had defining features?
What is this? And he looks up at the father, and Father Moser looks down and she's like, No, none of the children had distinguishing features amongst that they shared with the others.
I wasn't asking you, Father.
Yes, be quiet.
Right, little boy.
Did you see any, what was it, Hyugh, red eyes?
Yes. Red eyes? Spooky looking?
Yes.
The spooky eyes? Did they come for you? To take you as well?
No, I just woke up. My sister was gone, and there was coal in the bed next to me.
Coal?
Coal. Where all of the children slept, there was just branches and coal.
Oh, like coal, like carbon, not an actual person named Cole. Okay.
That is very
Yes,
different.
Mrs.
That's a very different situation.
Do you have the coal with you right now, or did you leave it in bed?
Father here has it. He has all of them.
Your father or the father?
Father, you told to be quiet.
Are they the same?
Is he your father?
No,
Okay.
my father is over there.
Nope, don't bring him over here.
Okay.
Father,
Can
Moses?
I go back to my father?
Yes.
No,
Oh, no.
you must stay.
Okay.
Would you like to touch a rock?
Would you like to play a game?
What game?
Oh, no, actually, not here.
I think it might be a bit too enclosed in here.
Yeah.
Hyugh.
I want to see this rock.
Maybe later.
Yes, later.
If you're good, we can go outside and play a game.
I like games.
You love this one.
Okay. I will believe you.
You had a question for Father, I think.
Oh, yes, Father Moses.
Moser.
Moses. Where's the coal, and why did you take all of the pieces of coal?
Well, we've gathered all of the villagers here, so because we figured if we got everybody in here, no more children could go missing. We brought everything with us. Would you like it? Would you like to inspect it?
Where? Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, 1 second. And he turns around and yells out.
Oh, of course, you're a dwarf.
Of course. And I'm like an artificer. I'm like,
Yeah.
You can talk to rocks.
Rosa! Rosa!
Resonate with it.
Bring the branches and the coal instantly, as quickly.
Branches?
Yes. All the children were replaced with coal and branches.
he did say that.
Oh, okay. I only heard coal.
I can only pay attention to small things.
And with the thing that small.
It's too small.
Oh.
A small, short blonde-haired woman walks over, carrying a crate, and walks over, puts it down, bows, and just leaves. Doesn't say anything, puts it down, goes. The father leans down, picks it all up, picks up this crate, and holds it out for you to look at.
Tip it out.
Okay. And he leans down to the ground and pours it all out. Inside are 8 pieces of coal and 7 branches.
I'd like to do an investigation on the coal. Is it special? Is it just normal coal? Is there any sort of thing I can understand as a connection between the coal and the branches? You lick the coal.
Can I do maybe a survival? If he's doing investigation, can I do
Investigation, survival.
Yeah.
Would Carol like to do anything?
I will just watch.
You'll just watch? Okay. Yeah, please roll.
That's good. 16 investigation.
And 15 survival.
Now this is specifically on the coal?
I was doing both.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with survival.
Mm-hmm.
You know that these are birch branches.
Okay.
When it comes to the coal, you look at this and you know coal usually is quite a solid, heavy item. These feel light. They feel like they feel unnatural.
Wyatt will pick up one of the pieces and just toss it up and down in his hand for a bit.
And you know what coal is because you've come from this. And when you go to try and catch it, you misjudge because its weight distribution is so unnatural.
He'll pick up another piece and do the same thing.
And having experience with the first one, you catch this one a little bit better.
This doesn't feel right. It's too light.
Possibly crack it open.
Not a bad idea. He'll pull out from he's got a tool belt to his side, like a smithing tool belt. He'll just pull out one of the little hammers and use for more finer work. Or maybe like it's a little like pick they use for like sort of finer engraving and stuff. Yeah.
I would like to... I'll just like put a hand to stop you and be like, but what if that is the child? Maybe don't damage it.
I still want to know what's inside.
Have you tried licking it?
Of course. Of course I've tried licking it. That's what I do. Also my other option was to burn it, too. Just see what was. So,
I think what Hugh's getting at is, think of it as a child. You'll be burning a child. Maybe until we find the children. Maybe don't tamper with it.
he'll look around at all the coals like, I wonder if I can find the most heretical one. If you don't want me to pick it open, I'll just drop it.
Drop the child.
Yeah, that's right. He'll put his little pick back. Well, without a further investigation of these items, what else we got?
Can I lift up Hasta? Instead of bending down, because I am a tall, I would like to pick child up to eye level.
Do you mean Hausner?
Yes, sorry, I heard Hasta.
Aster is a demon's.
This is not an Egyptian god.
And just ask, child, have you seen these monsters in any detail?
This small boy, who was already frightened of you, you
Please
just
don't pee on me.
pick up so effortlessly. He just goes limp in your hands. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like, and he says, "They are throughout the towns. We don't know where they came from. We don't know what they want. We assume. We think it was friends. And I don't know what you want." And he starts crying.
Okay. Could you maybe draw one?
He continues to cry.
Any more questions?
Well, I do have one.
I'll like rotate this child around to face.
Rotate the boy.
Either the boy or the father. Someone said that they'd seen tracks maybe leading out of town. Is it true? Thought I caught that.
Were you asking the boy or the father?
Both.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
The father, he looks up to you just like, yes. When they first appeared, we sent a search party, and they just led with tracks going into the woods. pretty much that was the end of what we thought it was the end of it.
Which direction?
They went north.
North. Put the boy down, Hyugh.
I'll put the boy down. I'll be like, to the father, could you get this boy and maybe the other children some parchment and markers? Maybe the cord will do to try and draw these shadows.
You want the children to draw? I'm sure some of the adults could draw you what they see.
How about everyone draws?
Still group activity.
Playtime!
This is very unusual, but yes!
It's our methods, don't question them.
Okay. Certainly, it will take me a little time to gather this, but I can get this for you.
And just before you go off to draw, has anyone died from this, or has it only been abductions?
All the adults are accounted for. It is only children missing. No deaths have been reported for a month or two.
So no bodies have turned up?
None.
With the deaths, natural deaths, or deaths, mysterious deaths?
Ah, yes, it was Miss Magdalene. She died of old age.
Okay. My condolences.
Old people.
Old people. How old was she? 40?
67.
My goodness, that's old.
She lived in the town?
Yes.
And what did she do?
She was a baker.
Noble profession. Well, whilst you draw and we're waiting for you, do you have any water anywhere?
Indeed, yes. Rosa, water! And a moment or two later, the same short blonde-haired woman walks over, puts a plate down that has a water jug and some cups, and she just walks off without saying any words.
Hang on there. Rosa? Was it?
She stops mid-stride.
Come back here.
She turns around, walks back to you.
Alright, I've seen you a couple times, and you haven't done us the courtesy of saying hello.
She curtsies, doesn't say anything.
He looks to the father.
Can you speak? And I want to, go and see if I can open her mouth.
She doesn't move. You can tell that she's definitely frightened. And you open her mouth, there's a tongue, there's teeth, there's everything there. The father does lean over and... she is mute. Born this way.
That is unfortunate, and I'll pat her on the head and step back.
Wash your hands. Don't lick them. Right. Go ahead and draw. I'm just thirsty, that's all.
Okay. Yes, we will do this. And he turns, walks away, and grabs Rosa by the arm and pulls her along with him.
Can I do an insight on that the whole mute woman thing? Something's up, potentially.
It could also just be that Martin doesn't want to do another accent.
No, that's also true.
Female accent.
17.
From everything that you can see, yeah, she is mute. Okay, so Rosa and the father skedaddle off to and begin handing out parchment and chalk. What do you do while you wait?
Quench my thirst.
It is quenched.
Thank you.
Wyatt will approach the father, who is hopefully drawing. He'll tap him on the shoulder. I see you've used salt around the church. That's probably a protective barrier. Is there any particular reason?
It's because you can see what he's doing is he's handing parchment out to people. And with you asking that, he kind of looks around, pulls you into a deserted corner.
Okay.
And just
This is getting intimate.
Honestly, the salt is just to keep everyone calm and make them think why we know what's going on. The salt is just something to keep them calm. No one knows what's happening. You need to understand that these people were brawling with each other because they're so frightened.
Brawling? They're
Yes,
fighting?
They were fighting. No one knew what was happening. These figures just kept appearing.
Father, you're an ordained cleric.
Indeed.
You consecrated this ground.
Indeed. That is why I brought them here.
Perhaps sanctuary. Alright. Is there any windows around?
Yeah, there are quite a few stained glass windows.
Is there anything I can look out towards the north side? I'd like to peer out and just see towards where they said the people might have been taken.
Do you indicate that to the father?
Yeah.
He indicates that if you take the stairwell, it'll lead you up to the bell tower. It gives you an unobstructed view in all directions.
Nod to the father, and I'll turn to Hyugh and Carol. I'm going upstairs to take a look. You want to come? My eyes are only so good, but you don't have to come if you don't want to.
No, I was thinking of doing a perimeter check. See if any tracks have come towards the temple.
It's not a bad idea.
I'll
Sure.
come with. Yes.
With me?
Yes.
Alrighty then. So Carol and I will head up to the bell tower then.
Okay.
I just want to go out and do a perimeter check, looking for
Okay.
tracks.
We'll do Wyatt and Carol first.
Okay.
So you guys go up these stairs, and you come out at the bell tower. You look out, and it is dark around.
I'll take my lantern.
You take your lantern up. You see that everything disappears into darkness very quickly. None of the houses have light. You see no lights, no campfires, nothing.
Wyatt will like lean out of the bell tower and look up just to see the sky. Like, should we be having moonlight?
Yes, there is in fact a full moon.
But it's not doing anything to the town.
You see the town is bathed in regular moon and starlight.
Okay,
and
so
nothing.
it's not like darkness out.
No, not like you can't see anything.
Okay.
It's just you know that there are no light sources.
Right. That's okay. I just wanted to like the way you described it was like it just went to darkness outside of 60 feet. No, that's okay. Is there anything you want to? I just want to take a look. I got perception, but is there anything you want to do?
No, I was just following just in case he said something of interest, but otherwise, no.
I'd like to take a look out if that's possible.
Out over the town.
Yeah, just a straight up perception.
I can't see in the dark, so.
I've got the lantern out, but there's
You'll still be able to see something as like at night. If you go camping and look out at night, you can still see.
especially if there's a full moon.
There's no
Yeah.
one thing you do notice is there is no clouds.
Yeah, that's good too.
Alright, I will roll perception as well.
Okay. 16 for Wyatt.
5. Sure is dark outside.
I do have dark vision as well, if that helps, but
Carol, you see a well-kept town. All that you can tell that the roofs are kept in order. You can see that everything is as it is, but you can definitely tell that the roofs are starting to pile up with snow. Wyatt, you swear you see a shadow just outside the fence line. And when you try and look back, it's just gone.
those damn shadows. I see them now.
You see another
Oh,
between two
shit.
houses. When you try and really look at it, it just fades into the darkness around it.
Makes my eyes water.
Looking at shadows.
I'm trying to concentrate on them. Can you see him?
No.
You see another towards the right side of town,
There's another, just down there.
and it just nods away.
Ah, damn it.
Should we go out?
No, well, like, I guess we're also, like, we'd also hopefully see Hyugh as well. So I guess, yeah, I don't know, I guess.
We will cut back to Hyugh now.
Okay.
So you walk outside the church to do a perimeter.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to check for mostly anything that appears to have tried to approach the temple that wasn't our tracks.
Okay. You walk outside.
Mhm.
It is dark.
Mhm.
you only have moonlight and stars
And dark vision.
and dark vision. So as you walk around the perimeter of the fence, can you roll me a investigation?
Sure.
Don't forget as well that radiant weapon allows you to like cast light with it too, if you need to like signal or anything like that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will probably pull out my hammer. Have it ready. And shield. Just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
Oh no. Investigation? That will be a 1
1.
on investigation.
Honestly, like you're looking around, and everything that was pointed out that you saw before is the same. You don't see any new signs of life, any new tracks. You don't see anything out of the ordinary that you wouldn't expect around a snowy fence.
Right. Okay. That was investigation. If you'd allow me to do a perception, I will, but if not, that's also...
Can you tell me what you'd like to do a perception for?
I guess when I get back to the main gate, I've done a search, I'll just look into town and pretty much just look for any of these shadows.
Okay, yeah, roll me a perception.
Ooh, that is a 19 on the die, so that'll be a 25.
As you look into town, from the front gate of the church, you've actually got a small corridor that leads through the first set of houses. And you're looking down this, and you see two things. Firstly, you see a shadow appear on the houses to the right, and for the first time you see it move towards the houses on the left. About halfway across the street, it just disappears into the darkness.
Oh.
And whilst pondering that, you look at the house behind it, and you see two red eyes looking back at you.
Oh no. I'll, carefully back into the fence line.
As you blink, the eyes are gone.
Don't blink. That's scary.
Don't yourself.
I'll just start backing it up. I would have made note not to disturb the salt line.
The salt line's on the outside. I assume you were perimetered inside?
No, I was doing it on the outside.
Outside? Okay. Then you don't, you step over the salt line, no problems.
Carol, I think I see Hyugh. Perhaps we should go downstairs.
Good idea. And collect those pictures, and hopefully those are helpful.
Hopefully, yeah.
I suspect you will be much more helpful than any of that.
He always is.
Very solid orc.
Very reliable.
So you both head back downstairs. As Hyugh comes in from the front door and you both come down from the side stairs, you're greeted by Father Moser with a large bundle of leaflets, and he hands them all to you.
Thank you. How'd it go? No, fan them all out, like flick through the pages.
Have a flick through.
Like very purposeful in a very like disdaining way, like you're in trouble at the principal's office. Like,
Your grades here are not very good.
glasses down.
I give them an F.
Whilst flicking through these, you realise that all of these are depicting the same thing. Is an amorphous kind of human blob.
Like a rod with
Oh,
wings.
it's the alien from The Simpsons in that one episode.
Oh yeah, Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns is the
I bring you love.
brings us love. Kill it.
Kill it. So it might have wings,
Could do.
an amorphous shape.
As you can see, it's got an area where a head could be, flowing down into two long tentacle blobs where arms would be, and then one solid figure of a body.
Could be deceptive though. Could be anything. Does it look kind of like the shadows we've been seeing?
Yes.
Like just
You like
Same
from
thing.
what you all three of you have seen.
yeah. No one's got any different. Okay.
Well, at least collectively no one's seen anything but these shadows. So that's comforting.
Two of them have red eyes.
Okay. So two of the drawings. Hey, wait, Carol. These two. This one.
Oh. Father, these ones have eyes. Do you know who drew these two pictures? Oh, we should have had them sign them in case any of them became famous, but also because we could identify who drew them.
I can find out. 1 second. And he hurries away, quickly talks to everyone, and brings back 2 teenage boys.
I haven't seen the eyes yet, but Hyugh said, and I think you said you'd seen them as well.
No, I didn't see their eyes. It was only Hyugh.
Only Hyugh.
I was very curious.
My knights. This is Bastion and Gabriel.
Bastion?
Very strong names.
Gabriel?
How old are these boys?
Like 16, 17.
You'd do well in the army.
Are they brothers?
Did they look the same?
They are not brothers.
Okay. They look different.
You want to ask, or...?
Yes, I see that you differed from everyone else in your town. You've drawn eyeballs on yours.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. You drew eyes on yours. Were you a bit closer? Did you have a close encounter with some shadows?
I only have the one parchment. I saw the eyes separately.
On something else?
In the window. 2nd floor.
But wasn't a shadow?
No, I couldn't see any shadow around it.
Just eyeballs, nothing attached to them.
It was just the eyes.
Gross. Were they dripping blood or just floating, glowing
What eyes do you
eyeballs?
see?
I've never seen eyes not attached to a skull. Except when I take them out of the skull myself. Which I will do to you if you don't answer my question.
There were just eyes. That's all I saw. I was very far away. When I looked back, they're gone.
But the eyes were not...
Gabriel knows more. He saw the same thing.
Gabriel!
Get it together!
Slap.
Did they have pupils?
No, I was not close enough. I saw them from across the street.
Have you entered at this point, is the question I have.
Yeah, actually, I would have entered, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought I meant with you guys.
Yeah, all three of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
together. Okay, cool.
So are these eyes, because I have seen them. Well, actually, okay.
Don't fucking lie.
These eyes, did they appear to me to be connected to a shadow figure? Or were they just 2 red dots?
They're just 2 red dots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you also see shadows?
Yes, everyone around here has seen shadows.
What about Gabriel? You haven't said anything, son. You know more?
It's just the same that he said.
Okay.
Red
And
eyes.
all your brothers and sisters were taken. Sorry, can't get over that.
My brother was taken, yes.
Did you have a birch, like a birch beside you, or a
Here's
piece
what
of
is a
coal?
corpse.
Do you know if all the boys were ghouls and all the girls were birch?
So, going back from what you've been told both a boy and a girl have been called.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, true, you did say his sister was a piece of coal.
So I think we got like a couple options here as a squad, right? We either step out into the town and try and find something in the town, because all the townsfolk are here, so we can just like search, or we try the woods, which then we only have the notion they're going north. What do you guys want to do?
Maybe find a household where like all 5 children were taken.
All the quintuplets, yeah.
Yeah. I'll ask the father. Sorry, were you gonna?
I was gonna ask something else, you go first.
Father,
Yes.
which household had the most children taken?
The most, that'd be the MacLeod house.
Was that all 5 or less?
4 of the 5 children, yes.
5. Where is that house? We'll visit it.
It is on the eastern side of town. If you exit the church, you take a right, you take the first left and then the right, and it's the last one on the left.
Alright.
Shall we go take a look?
Stay there.
One final question for you, Father. Do you have their names and... I don't know what his name is. accent is.
It's on a journey.
Do you have the names of the children who were taken, and if they were replaced with coal or birch? Like, name equal A.
Okay.
Svetlana equals birch.
No, but I can get you all the name of the children.
I would like to know who was what. Was?
I can get this for you. It will take me a little bit of time.
Perhaps we'll come back after and take a bit
Yes.
of a squiz around.
A cheeky peeky.
A gander, even if you will. Cheeky peeky.
We don't use that name. We don't use that term in front of the commoners.
It's on mosey on out and take a look at this house, I think.
But I thought he was Mosey, and we wanted him to stay here.
It's an expression of speech. I'm sorry, Hugh. I always forget. Shall we take a look?
It's called a figure of speech.
Listen, I'll call it what I want.
That's fine. I'll just pull in Father, like, really close. Get right up close to his ear.
He is breathing nervously.
Yeah. I cast false life. And I pushed him away.
Did you just give him temporary hit points?
No, on myself.
Oh.
It's not gonna be on him. Fuck him. Sweet.
That's
6 temporary hit points. Thank you.
What a power play!
good work, madam. Please find out what happened to the children. We would love for our flock to be restored to its full might.
To nearly 99%. Give him a thumbs up.
For the goodness of the order.
For Bahamut and Flan.
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 Goodbye.
And he just nods. Mid-sentence,
Okey-dokey.
stops talking, just nods.
Well, we'll just exit out the front of the church.
Yeah.
So the door is open. How would you like to dramatically do this?
For the Catholic.
Yeah, both pom-pom up here.
Pom-poms?
They'll just like, whew, and then I'll close the door behind me with both hands.
What the villagers see is this very egotistical knight twirl around, and the pom-poms just bubble as she slams the doors shut. And we're going to find out what happens next week.
Oh man, we are terrorizing these
My character's
villages.
such a bitch.
I think we're all giving everyone a hard time.
Danger, mystery, intrigue. Think you've heard all that actual play podcasts have to offer? Think again. I'm Nate Peterson. The Dungeon Master for... Yes, Stuart, what can I do for you?
I know naught of this, Stuart. My name is Dweezil Vanzafir, the Bard of Bards.
Well, firstly, your name's Stuart and you're from Yorkshire. Secondly, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm trying to record an advert for our show.
Well, firstly, in your parlance, I've never even heard of this Yorkshire. And secondly, if there is a show to be advertised, then surely it should be I, Dweezil Vanzafir, to do the advertising.
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, surely this is a job for me as the Dungeon Master.
Perhaps a, song?
No, I certainly don't think it's time for a song.
5 adventurers, brave and true, strong of will and strong of arm, a band unbreakable through and through. They protect each other from insult and harm. What more persuasion could one require? Tune in to hear our tales.
Dice and Desire. You see, Stuart, words do have power, but certainly not as much power as the Dungeon Master. Join me as I corral my merry band of misfits through Storm King's Thunder every week on Dice and Desire, a 5e actual play podcast.